Hi everybody, Trenton Bennett here, and today I want to show you how to make an audiobook trailer video for your audiobook using Windows Movie Maker. It's really easy to do. So to make my video, I want to use the thumbnail that I see on Audible for the book, and that's going to be the visual piece of my video. And then the audio piece of the video is going to be my retail sample. Let's go ahead and do that real quick, and the way I'm going to do that is first I'm going to go to Audible and search for the Star Child Compact. And when I click on that, I want to make a point here, and that's that when you do your search and you get the results, don't take the image here from the results. That's a tiny little thumbnail. It's not as high resolution as I want. Go ahead and click on the link that takes me to the actual Audible entry for my audiobook. You'll notice this image is bigger and kind of nicer looking. I'm going to go ahead and right-click this image and say Save Picture As. And I'm going to browse out to my Star Child folder. And I'm going to give this a name that makes sense to me. I just happen to know that this image is 300 by 300 pixels, so I'm going to call it Star Child Audible Cover 300 by 300. There we go. So I say Save, and I'm going to remember where that is. And I'm going to go over to my File Explorer and find that image. See, there we go. Star Child Audible Cover 300 by 300. And I'm going to use that in Windows Movie Maker, and the way that works is like this. This is Windows Movie Maker. Oops, let's close that out. And you'll notice in the very beginning of Windows Movie Maker, I see a ribbon across the top that's similar to other parts of Windows or Office. Little tabs here that let me do different things in the ribbon. And then I see this area, which is going to play back my video anytime I want to look it over. This is used for playback and pause and frame by frame. And then this big area here, this is where I drag and drop stuff that I want to work with. It's like the timeline in any other video editor. So I want the image to be my visual part. I'm going to drag and drop that into the big area here. And once I do that, it says, okay, well, here's your video, and here's exactly what it's going to look like. And you'll notice if I go over to this little corner, it says it's only 7 seconds long. Well, don't worry about that. That's not a problem, because we're going to fix that. What we're going to do is take the retail sample I've already recorded and make that my audiobook trailer, the audio components. And to do that, I go over here and say Add Music. Now the reason I click Add Music is from Windows Movie Maker's perspective, any kind of sound that you lay into a video is music. It doesn't know that it's actually speech, and that doesn't matter. Don't pay attention to this record narration. That's a whole different thing. That's I'm going to be talking through the microphone while the video is playing back. So we don't want that. We want to just add music. And then I'm going to browse out to the Star Child folder, and I'm going to go down to my retail sample. And I'm going to take that and choose it and say Open. And now you'll notice this little thumbnail in my timeline has a little green band under it. That's the audio piece of it. And yet it still thinks that it's 7 seconds long. That's okay. We're going to fix that right now. I go into the ribbon, and over where it says Project, I want to do two things. The first and easiest is I say Fit to Music. Well, now look what happens. Everything stretches out to a nice, decent length. I've got this nice little film strippy looking timeline I could use to scrub back and forth or make changes. But really the important thing is my audio file and my video are exactly the same length. Now, you'll notice over here aspect ratio. I've made sure to choose 4:3. This is the ratio we want because this is not a mega huge movie. We're doing a simple video, and the star of this video is our voice, the audio piece. So I've just hit standard 4:3. And then I'm going to save this for my computer. And the way I do that is I can do File, Save Movie, and I'm going to create a special setting, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You see how I have this thing that says Audiobook Trailer? I created that all by myself. Let's take a moment and show you how to do this so that then you can make the same setting again and again with a click. I'm going to go all the way down here and say Create Custom Setting. And inside of this, I'm going to say, okay, we're going to call this Audiobook Video Trailer. I'm doing that just so. And I'm going to say, okay, I want this to be 640 by 480 because we really don't need this to be mega huge. And this bit rate, I really don't need this to be big either. This isn't a high resolution movie, it's a 300 pixel image. I want this video file to be kind of small and easy to manage, so I'm going to change this to be 1500. The frame rate is fine, we can leave that as it is. And then in the audio format, I want to go ahead and do 192. That's the way we recorded our audio, as we've been taught in our classes. And then when I say save, what I'm doing is I'm saving a custom preset here called Audiobook Video Trailer. And I can use this again and again. So I say save. And I pick the default folder so that it knows. And I say save. That makes it easy for the program to find. I say close. Now, anytime I want to make an audiobook trailer, I repeat all those other steps. And this time, instead of going into custom setting, I just do File, Save Movie, and I can pick Audiobook Video Trailer, and it'll do exactly what I wanted it to do. So now I'm going to give this a name, and you'll notice the default is .mp4. That's okay. That's what we want. That's the file format we want. I'm going to call this Star Child. Let's call it Retail Video. What the heck? And I say save. And now, depending on how fast your computer is, this may take you a few minutes before it finally finishes crunching out that file. But when it does finish, check me out. I've got this really nice prompt that lets me either open the folder that it's in, play it right from here, or move on with my life. Well, I'm really paranoid. I want to hit open folder and make sure that file is there. Well, there you go. Cool, I see it. Okay, now, word to the wise. Don't upload a video that you haven't watched every single second of, because you never know what might not work right. You want to make sure this is looking good before you get that out there on the web. I'm not going to make you sit through mine. I'm going to do a quick spot check, just for the heck of it. I'm going to right-click this and say Open, or you could double-click it.
Saeed Esmail prostrated himself toward Earth, nearly 400 million kilometers back in the direction of the sun.
I hear my voice. I'm pretty happy
He felt his stomach heave
and let's
and
pretend
vomited
I sat
blood
here and
on his
listened to it
prayer
all the way
mat
through.
and wondered aloud.
And I'll go ahead and scrub all the way out to the end and see if I'm happy with the way
We know you have choices when traveling off-planet.
wraps up.
We thank you for using Slingshot and hope you had a pleasant trip, and that you will think of us the next time you leave planet Earth.
Cool. That's pretty
Saeed
good. I'm happy with
Esmail
that.
prostrated himself.
So there you go. There's how to make a audiobook video trailer using Windows Movie Maker. I hope this was really helpful to you. Thanks for watching.